When the world expected a performance, Jungkook gave something deeper, a moment of humanity that silenced millions. The lights had barely faded from Jungkook's stage when the interview began, yet, instead of basking in applause or speaking of his triumph, he paused. His gaze softened. And with that pause, the world saw something rare, a star whose heart spoke louder than his fame. Moments earlier, Jungkook had just wrapped an electrifying performance at an international music event, his energy magnetic, his voice flawless. But when a journalist mentioned Cha Eun-woo, serving quietly in the military while his mother battles illness, everything changed. The room, once buzzing with excitement, turned still. And then, Jungkook said words that would echo across the internet. Hearing about Eun-woo's mom made me realize how strong he is. We often see him as a shining star, but behind that, he's also a son, someone who loves his family more than anything. I want him to know he's not alone. All of us, including me, stand with him. It wasn't rehearsed. It wasn't polished. It was real. And in that honesty, the idol once dubbed the Golden Magne reminded everyone why he became a symbol far beyond music. His empathy didn't just comfort Eun-woo, it comforted everyone who has ever watched a loved one suffer and felt powerless. By the time the clip hit social media, thousands were already in tears. Within hours, #Jungkook Heart of Gold trended worldwide. Fans from Seoul to Sao Paulo filled timelines with messages of love, gratitude, and awe. Armies shared clips with captions like, "He doesn't just sing, he heals." Meanwhile, Arohas expressed how much Eun-woo's fans felt seen, heard, and embraced by Jungkook's words. It was a rare moment. Two fandoms united not by rivalry, but by compassion. In an industry often painted as competitive, Jungkook's gesture cut through the noise. He reminded the world that behind the spotlight are young men carrying invisible burdens, soldiers, sons, brothers, friends. His statement didn't just show sympathy, it revealed understanding born from experience. Because Jungkook, too, knows what it means to keep smiling while hurting. He's faced endless scrutiny, relentless schedules, and the weight of being perfect. Yet here he was, choosing kindness over distance, connection over indifference. As one fan wrote, he doesn't need to say much. One sentence from Jungkook can restore your faith in humanity. And perhaps that's what made his words so powerful, not because they were grand, but because they were true. Behind the viral headlines lies something even more profound. Jungkook's empathy revealed the quiet humanity that fame often conceals. He didn't speak as a superstar comforting another idol. He spoke as a person who understood pain. His voice carried not pity, but solidarity. And in that single gesture, he reminded everyone that even idols, even those who seem untouchable, need warmth, too. For Cha Eun-woo, who is enduring both military life and his mother's illness, Jungkook's public message became more than moral support. It became a message of hope. Fans began sending letters, donations, and digital messages under hashtags like #StayStrongEunwoo and #WeStandWithYou, echoing Jungkook's words of unity. This wasn't just fandom activity, it was a movement of empathy. A global ripple of compassion that began with one sentence from a boy who grew into a man defined by sincerity. And once again, Jungkook proved something no chart position could measure. Greatness isn't in perfection, it's in the heart that chooses to care, even when the world isn't watching. In the end, Jungkook didn't just speak for Eunwoo, he spoke for all of us. For everyone who's quietly enduring, for every son missing his mother, for every fan who finds light in another's kindness. His words became a reminder that strength isn't always loud. Sometimes, it whispers through empathy. In a world where fame often isolates, Jungkook's compassion broke walls, connecting two souls, two fandoms, and millions of hearts. He didn't need to wear a crown to prove his worth. His humanity was enough. And maybe That's the legacy Jungkook continues to build, not just as a performer, but as a living bridge of love, healing, and hope. If Jungkook's words touched your heart tonight, take a moment, not to idolize, but to empathize. Reach out to someone who might be quietly struggling. Send a message, a prayer, a sign that they're not alone. Because just like Jungkook reminded us, sometimes the smallest gesture of kindness can become someone's reason to keep going.